What is going on, everybody? BrickBuilder here. Welcome back to some Minecraft vanilla views. In today's episode, we're going to be working a bit on our Sandcastle project here, and we're going to be working on getting this roof area kind of set to a completed point, since at the moment we kind of been neglecting this build, and I kind of want to just get it sort of to a more completed state. So we're just going to be kind of doing that in today's episode. But if you do enjoy, we much appreciate if you guys could hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. But we're going to start by throwing a little bit of a cyan ring around this, because I want to really get a little bit more color in this build. There's not like enough color that isn't a yellowish vibe to it, and we really need to get some more of that in here. So we're just going to kind of throw a little bit of cyan around, since that was the initial plan, to use a lot of cyan. But then that plan just sort of never happened. So here's our chance to make it happen. We're just going to kind of throw a little bit in here, and hopefully it'll work out pretty nicely. I suspect it will, so let's just hope that everything goes according to plan. And let's try not to lose too many of these, although we do have quite a lot of sheep, so I mean we can always just re-dye some of them if necessary. But let's try to see how much of this we can actually get around. We're only going to throw around one layer of it, I think, because I don't really want it to be a huge, like, noticeably thing. I just kind of wanted to be there kind of, like, subtly in the background for the build, you know. But, like, honestly, this will probably be a place where we're going to use more for aesthetics rather than, like, an actual base. So I feel like, you know, we can make a nice high roof that maybe, like, there'll be some, like, scaffolding and stuff kind of, like, on the inside of it to kind of, like, support the roof. Which means that we don't have to worry about lighting up there, which is always just, you know, pretty convenient. Because, like, when you don't have to worry about lighting, it's just super useful. But either way, we're going to kind of come along, work on this project a bit. I mean, it has been a pretty good ride so far. This has kind of been our first, like, major project. So if we can kind of get this one on the wrap, then that means we can always be ready to start the next one, which I'm excited for. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but if you have any suggestions, obviously, let me know down in the comment section. You know, if you want to check out the world, that's also down there. So feel free to do that as well, and then get back to me with what you want us to do. So is this what it looks like on the other side? It does. Alright, nice. Next. Now here comes the most annoying part about this, is the next one. Because the next one, we gotta do, actually this one's not gonna be annoying. This is just gonna be right on top. But after that, it's gonna start to get quite frustrating, but we should be able to handle this. And yep, we just gotta kind of get the roof on here to kind of finalize the actual structure. And then we can always save decorating the inside for yet another time. So that's definitely a thing we're going to do. But let us throw a bit more of this sandstone there. Now, we hopefully will even have enough sandstone. If we don't, that's going to be a problem. So we better have enough. That's all I'm going to say. So, yep. Okay. Oh, wait. This isn't going to work on the sides here, because we have one wide things. Alright, never mind. Forget these stairs. They're not meant to be here. My bad about those. Let's go up here. We're gonna go up one more. We gotta go up two. And hopefully we'll have enough sandstone to make this whole thing work, because we've been using a lot of sandstone on this project. Although we did mine this whole area down. This was like a pretty big mountain that we kind of like mined it down. So we did get a lot of sand out of that, but we are actually running pretty low, and we have a lot of glass too. Like, I smelted up a lot of glass early on. Honestly, not really sure why, because like I don't really need that much glass, but I kind of just made it. So that's a thing. Now, what we're going to do is in the front here, these are going to be made into those just for the front area, just to give it a bit of a design on the front to make it, you know, more appealing. But then what we're going to do is we're going to start going on the inside here. We're just going to kind of go on the inside and make sort of a, you know, we're going to start going in. Now the problem is that this roof is actually a fairly complex look, because it's like a really weird shape, you know. The sandcastle doesn't have a very simplistic shape to it, so actually building the roof requires slightly more effort than the average roof, but as long as it looks good in the final state, I think it'll be well worth the time and effort put into this whole project, just because I really do think it's going to work perfectly when it's completed. And we should possibly have a very nice interior to this place. And it could quite possibly become my base for quite some time. Because I mean, we have been living in our spawn village for a bit too long now. So I feel like maybe moving in here could be a pretty good move. I mean, it's not definitely a long distance, being as our spawn village is literally just right over there. You can see the nice cobblestone roofs in the distance. But I feel like maybe just moving over could be a pretty smart move. But again, that's kind of up to you guys. So you have to let me know what you think about that when we get to decorating the inside of this place. Whether or not chests and stuff should be considered a priority. Or maybe if we should just, you know, just make this place like a nice aesthetic build like the initial plan, because we could always, you know, modify plans. They do change every once in a while, so, you know, that's a thing. But we have to kind of, you know, get this roof down before we can actually make up our mind about that and make a decision. So we'll kind of have to just finish this. Here we go. We're done with the next layer almost. That's good, because the more layers we have done, pretty much the better. I mean, we got to kind of, you know, get this project on the wraps, I've been saying, because we've kind of been working on this one for far too long, and I have lots of projects that I really want to get into, but I can't do until this is all done. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with this. We're going to go yet another layer. We're going to do just a couple more. We're almost done with the layers of sandstone, so that's a good thing, just because there's way too much sandstone. Like, we can't afford to use all this sandstone, honestly. So we're almost done. We're almost, you know, at a point where we're going to be finished with sandstone, and then we're going to be moving on to the next resource, which is going to be some birch wood, because using birch wood, we're just going to use it. It's going to work. It matches the floor, so it really works with what we're going for. And yes, we're not going to break all the extra sandstone here, because we're going to be placing blocks on top of them. So just having them there will save us a bit of time, so we're just going to keep them there. And plus, this is just slightly more effective anyway. And night is falling, but that's alright. We can survive. We're on the roof of this thing, so hopefully there won't be many mobs up here anyway, which should hopefully be good. Although we will have to worry about lighting up the inside of the sandcastle here, because there's no lighting in it at the moment. So we might have to, when we get this roof on top, we're going to probably have to go in and throw just some torches down, just for a bit of lighting. You know, we just kind of got to, like, save inside here, so it's not like completely destroyed, because that would be a bit of a problem. So here we go. We're actually very close to nearing completion of this layer, which is awesome. So we got that now, right? Yep. All right, good. Does that go there? Does it? I think it does, right? Yeah. Yep, it does. All right, good to know. Now we're gonna need to make a lot more birch. Let's just make a crafting table. Whatever, we can afford to do that, no problem. I need lots of these, so we're going to make a ton of them. Maybe not this many, but we're still just going to make them, why not, sort of thing. And I don't want that up. Alright, now. See, now here comes the hard part, because, like, just placing these will take a little bit of time, just because, like, we got to get the angles right and stuff, but it'll be worth it. And then we're just going to kind of use some birch stairs for a bit, and then we're going to just slab the roof, because I don't want to slab it right away, because I still want to give some actual shape to the roof. So if, like, we were to just slab it right now, we kind of loses a lot of the shape that the build has. So it's pretty crucial that we don't just, you know, place them down at the moment. But I'm going to kind of work a little bit more getting those layers up, and then I'll come back to you guys in just a second. Well, I had a bit of a change of plans right here. I was deciding that rather than putting the lots of stairs and making this roof very high, I kind of decided I'd rather go for a more flat roof. So that's kind of what I ended up deciding with, and we're just going to kind of go with it. And it does look pretty good, but we'll have to look at it from the ground perspective when we are complete. But we're pretty close. We're nearing completion. This did require a lot of birch, and we did waste a lot of birch wood on the stairs. So we'll probably have to make use of those at some point in the world. I don't know when the next time we'll be using birches, but, you know, we'll definitely consider using those at some point. I mean, it definitely doesn't look bad, the roof, so that's a good thing. But now we gotta just jump down and see what this looks like from a distance. That's gonna be what matters. How does this look like from a long distance? Does it work? Does it not? So that's definitely a thing we gotta see. Alright, the roof is, I would say, decent. It's not exactly perfect, I would say, but it's got kind of the design I was going for, because I wanted something that would really close off at the top, and that's really what we got, I think. So we sort of got what we wanted, but at the same time, I feel like it probably could have been made raised up a bit. But I don't think it's really worth the amount of time to raise it up, so I don't know if we're going to raise this up at all or not. What I do know is we do need to light up the inside of this place, so I should probably go ahead and light everything up. So we're going to go ahead and just do that here. And actually, what are my lighting settings on? Smooth lighting maximum. Great. Alright, there we go. So we got that. And that looks pretty good. Now, we're going to just throw a little bit of lighting on the outside here. Throw a tad bit of lighting right there. Throw one there. We gotta do the same on the other side as well. Oh gosh, how am I supposed to remember where I put that? Right there, correct? I don't think so actually, but whatever. We can fix it then. Okay, oh, I put it right there. So second out. Yeah, okay. Third block out. That's how we gotta remember it. Alright, mobs, stay back. Especially you creepers, stay back. Don't blow up my hard work. Like, I put a lot of effort into this. That was way too far back though. Third block right there. Alright, nice. So let's go ahead and just get rid of this creep before it blows up our entire build that we spent so long working on. But yep, I think that's actually going to be the completion of the Sandcastle project. The inside of this thing actually is really nice. I like the design of the inside a lot better than I like the outside. I like this wool overhang we got here. Looks very nice and very beautiful. But then what happens is it does get sort of ruined because it just like it jumps down right away. So by throwing a slab here, it should really work on helping us out here. And essentially we have completed the Sandcastle now, which was kind of like our goal for the episode. So that's definitely something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, because we could just kind of leave this thing unfurnished for a while and just come back to it at some point in the future, which means that we can now work on like other builds, other projects, which is something we've been needing to do. Like for instance, we have a mob grinder thing that we sort of worked on, but then we never really finished, which we definitely got to finish at some point, because like we need to make a working mob grinder. We got like a zombie grinder nearby this thing. And then after that, I do want to start venturing out. We're a little bit staying very close to the beginning of the world, staying very close to spawn and stuff, which I don't generally do, but I feel like it's working out very well, so maybe we'll stick with it. But at the same time, I would like to build something that's not so close, because everything is just a little bit too close in this world, I think. And we need a little bit of distance between things so we can really flourish in our design, I think, and make things different here. But that definitely looks a lot better now that we added the slabs. But I think that's honestly going to wrap up today's episode. It was a pretty short one, but we kind of just had to finish that roof. But right over here is our mob spawner thing that we'll be working on in the upcoming episodes. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated. It really helps me out. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Minecraft Vanilla Fuse. And let me get a pearl. Nope, no pearl. Well, thanks for watching. It's been Brick. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!